Hello, and thank you for joining me. This is Taliesin McKnight, and welcome to today's lesson, which is part 1 on mental alchemy. And today, we will go over self-hypnosis, and I will share with you methods and techniques that you can use to program your mind for success, so that the mind is like a computer that can be programmed. And by being able to hypnotize yourself, you could accomplish all kinds of goals. And so today I will give you very specific techniques that you can begin applying immediately to change your life. That's a rather bold statement. But yeah, it's very easy to hypnotize yourself. Very easy. And I will go over these methods today. And if you stick with me in the next video, I will talk about the process of individuation, which is about integrating unconscious material into your conscious awareness. It's about bringing unconscious material to the surface, which serves to bring about wholeness, okay, which goes very much into alchemy and into the great work, the chemical androgyny. But that's in our next episode. So today's subject is mental alchemy. And today's subject is hypnosis, self-image, and we'll also be getting into auto-suggestion, affirmations, and things like that. So basically, you can program your mind for success, to overcome bad habits. As a matter of fact, 8 days ago, I quit smoking. So that's an announcement I'd like to make. I smoked since I was like 13 years old. Okay, so I've smoked since I was a teenager, and I quit 8 months ago with the use of self-hypnosis. So these are very powerful techniques that you could apply to transform your life. Now, first of all, before I go into how this works, you have to understand the difference between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So, the conscious mind is the aspect, the part of your mind that you're consciously aware of. It's your awareness. Okay, so the conscious mind. This is the part of your mind that you're aware of right now. So right now, you're listening to this video, you're hearing my voice, you may be aware of what's around you in the room. Whatever you're doing right now that you're aware of, this is your conscious mind. Why? Because this is what you're aware or conscious of. Now, your unconscious or subconscious is the part of your mind that you're not aware of right now. It's all the stuff that's in the background from your conscious awareness. So as an example, whatever you're doing at the moment, this is your conscious mind because you're consciously aware. For example, if you're sweeping a floor, you're aware of the broom, you know, you're sweeping, you're doing an action. And then a memory may hit your mind and you start remembering something, or you start planning your day. Whatever you're consciously aware of, this is your conscious mind. Now, the unconscious is everything that you're not thinking about now. So, for example, that memory is still in your mind when you're not thinking of it. all your memories that you're not thinking of right now are stored in your unconscious mind. Your memory is in your unconscious. Your fears, we all have, but when you go into this, we have parts of ourselves that we're not really aware of. We have talents. We have urges, desires. And if we're not aware of this unconscious material, then it could cause problems. Now that's in our next video. I'll discuss about bringing this unconscious material to the surface, which creates a sort of expanded awareness. It all goes back to, you know, the inscription at the Oracle at Delphi. It said, "Know thyself." It's about self-awareness. So the unconscious is everything that you're not aware of. So as you could imagine, your unconscious is the majority of your mind. Okay? Alright? So if we take the mind and we divide it in half, which really, the unconscious is the majority. What you're just focused on at any one moment is a very small portion of your mind or your brain. Now, and so you see this conscious and unconscious aspect, which in symbolism you could say solar and lunar, or, you know, symbolized by opposites. Now the theory goes that your thoughts that you entertain throughout the day, any kind of a repeated thought, goes into the unconscious and programs your mind. So the vast collection of thoughts that you have, any thought that you think over and over, goes into the unconscious, and the subconscious, it becomes programming. And this is a way that you could program your mind to obtain goals, to quit smoking, anything you want to accomplish. It is mind control that you do yourself. It is hypnosis. It is a way to program your mind for success. Now, first of all, I want to talk about autosuggestion. Now, what is autosuggestion? Conscious autosuggestion was created by Emile Coué, what he called the Coué method. Conscious autosuggestion is to repeat something over and over and over again. And these are called affirmations. So any statement that is repeated over and over again in an attempt to program your mind. So for example, if you're trying to boost your self-esteem, you may make a statement such as, "I'm successful, I'm successful, I'm successful." And you repeat this over and over and over again. You could repeat it 30 times, each morning and each evening, however you want to do it. You write out a short statement that you're going to want to program, and you repeat it over and over and over again. "I'm successful, I'm successful." Or if you have low self-esteem with your appearance, and you think you're ugly, and you want to change this self-concept, you could repeat over and over, "I'm attractive," or "I'm good looking, I'm good looking, I'm good looking." So your affirmation is anything that you're going to repeat as a sentence or a phrase over and over. Okay? So yeah, it could be anything. If you feel tired all the time, this is an easy way to make yourself more energetic. To repeat over and over, "I'm full of energy, I'm full of energy." And in a way, make yourself believe it. To overcome depression, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. So any statement that is repeated over and over again is an affirmation. So if you want to transform your life, if you want to change your life in a positive way, if where you are right now is not where you want to be, some of us may actually want to stay at the same place forever. But if you have goals, if you want to accomplish something in your life, it would be made a lot easier if you applied this simple principle. This is about becoming aware of certain laws that once you become aware of these laws and apply these principles, it could change your life. So whatever you're trying to accomplish, affirmations, which when you simply repeat an affirmation over and over, this is also called auto-suggestion. When you're in your normal waking consciousness and you repeat a statement. Now, one thing I will say is that many people believe that you should try to avoid negative statements. By that I mean try to avoid using the word not or non. Okay, so for example, you don't tell yourself, I don't smoke, or I do not smoke. That's not how you do, because your subconscious doesn't understand the word not. It hears, I smoke, I smoke. So when you add not or no to an affirmation, it's really counterproductive, or that's what some believe. That's a popular theory. So try to make positive statements. So for example, if you're trying to quit smoking, instead of saying I'm a non-smoker or I do not smoke, it'd be better to say a positive statement like I hate cigarettes, something like that. So to avoid negative statements. So if you have goals, what's a good idea to do? To write down your goals. That's the most important thing. If you want to self-actualize, you have to have goals. To not have goals is like driving in your car with no destination. Oh, you'll coast around, but you don't go anywhere special. Okay? Now, if you have a destination in mind, then you have somewhere to go. So if you have goals and many objectives that you want to accomplish, simply write down affirmations for each thing. Maybe you want to quit smoking, boost your self-esteem, and try to overcome depression. Tell yourself, I'm happy, I'm happy. So write down your affirmations and repeat them on a daily basis. Some people like to take a tape recorder and just have it play over and over and over again. So that is the most basic, which is affirmation. Okay? And anything you're trying to program yourself towards, that is called a suggestion. It is a suggestion to the subconscious. Okay, so that is affirmations. So what is hypnosis? Hypnosis has the same principle. The only difference between just this conscious autosuggestion and hypnosis is that in hypnosis, you simply go into a relaxed state of mind and then repeat an affirmation or suggestion. So that's all hypnosis is. Once you understand this concept of affirmation, then you can basically hypnotize yourself. Now the word hypnosis comes from the Greek word hypnos, which means sleep. And basically, if you get into a relaxed state of mind, where your conscious mind is relaxed and not active, it's easier to access the subconscious. Okay? it's easier to access the subconscious in a relaxed state. And so a very simple method for self-hypnosis is to count backwards from 100 to 1. Just close your eyes, relax your body, take a few deep breaths, and slowly, mentally count backwards from 100 to 1. You may visualize each number as you say it. 99, 98, 97. This is called induction. And induction is when you relax your mind. You're inducing a hypnotic state, which a hypnotic state is very similar to a trance state, in which conscious thought is pretty much stilled. You have increased concentration and focus. Okay? So that's a simple way to do an induction. Just slowly count backwards from 100 to 1. And if you wanted to go a little deeper into hypnosis, you could visualize or imagine yourself going down a flight of stairs. Okay, and tell yourself every few steps, I'm going deeper and deeper into a state of hypnosis. So going downstairs and telling yourself you're going deeper, this is deeply symbolic of going into a deeper hypnotic state. So once you get to a relaxed state, then you give yourself the suggestion, which is just like the affirmation. Okay? The suggestion. Now you could either repeat affirmations, like I showed you before, in this relaxed hypnotic state. You could either repeat affirmations, or, since the subconscious speaks in symbols, you could visualize your goal, or whatever you want to accomplish. Visualize a situation. So, for example, if you have anger problems, you could either use affirmations, something you repeat over and over, or in this relaxed state, you could visualize yourself in that situation where you would normally get angry, but focus on yourself being calm and relaxed and reacting as you should. Visualizing situations and you acting in a way you should, this is a very powerful way to change habit patterns, to transform yourself, because the subconscious takes visualizations as real events. So you go into a relaxed state and you repeat a suggestion, which could either be visualization, or you could use symbols if you get into that, or you can just repeat an affirmation. So just count backwards from 100 to 1, relax your body, take some deep breaths, close your eyes, slowly count backwards from 100 to 1. If you even want to go deeper, you may imagine yourself walking down a flight of stairs. Now, what is really going on? There are different brainwave frequencies which are associated with a different state of consciousness in modern psychology. Your normal, wide awake, fully alert state is called beta, and that is a beta frequency. This is measured by your brainwave frequencies. Okay? And you read what state of consciousness you're in through an electroencephalograph. So, or EEG. Now, at a more relaxed state called alpha state, this is the state you're in when you first wake up. And this is hypnosis. It's just a more relaxed and conscious state. And this is the state of mind you're in deep meditation, in hypnotic states. And if you go even deeper, slowing down your brainwave frequency, you're in theta. And theta is the state of mind you're in when you have really vivid dreams. And the only thing deeper than theta is delta, which is complete unconsciousness. So if you have a scale from fully alert, awake, to unconscious, these are the levels. And basically you're just relaxing your mind to where your subconscious is more susceptible. So in actual hypnosis, again, hypnos means sleep. It gets you into this relaxed state that quiets the conscious mind in a way where you're more suggestible. Your induction, count backwards 100 to 1, repeat your affirmation, and then when you're done, you may tell yourself, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I snap my fingers, I will be wide awake and feeling better than ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now hypnosis is not like it is all in the movies. You're awake the whole time, you're fine. Okay, so you're not just going to go unconscious and not remember. That's not, maybe stage hypnosis, whatever. This is, you're fully aware the whole time. Okay, you're fine. You're just relaxing and visualizing your goal or repeating affirmations. So we just talked about 2 very simple techniques. You just repeat an affirmation. You repeat it over and over and over to yourself. Or if you want to use actual hypnosis, you can do the same thing, just in a more relaxed state of consciousness. Okay. People that get into meditation, you could use that same state as a state of hypnosis. Wait till you're in a deep meditative state and then repeat your affirmation. Same thing, okay? Now, many people suffer from negative, people with low self-esteem suffer from negative hypnotic self-imaging. So let's take a moment to discuss the self-image. What is the self-image? By the way, I wanted to take a moment to let everyone know there is a very good book on this. Actually, there's a whole bunch of different books. One really good book is Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Very good book. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Now, I grew up on this stuff. When I was a kid, my grandmother was all into this Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Power of Positive Thinking, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, the Silva Method, which Jose Silva had a Jose Silva mind control course. And then, of course, my grandmother, she was kind of mystically inclined, so she also had a bunch of books lying around about Eastern religions, psychic development, things like that. So anyways, yeah, very good book. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Also check out the Silva Method, Silva Mind Control. Okay? And if you learn these techniques and you learn these principles, they will totally transform your life. Okay? Maybe not immediately, but over time. This has changed my life. And I've been applying these principles since I was like, I don't know, 11 years old. So anyways, your self-image. Your self-image is your self-concept. It is who you imagine yourself to be. And it includes your talents, your weaknesses. Now, people with low self-esteem suffer from negative hypnotic self-imaging. So, if you want to overcome your faults, if you want to overcome your bad habits and be successful, it requires a positive self-image. To be successful, you need to see yourself as success. As they say in the business world, think big and you are big. Your self-image or self-concept is very important. Some people even go so far as to say that the ego, in a sense, is illusory. It is our self-concept, and that's all it is. Which I personally agree with to an extent, but it's kind of going into a whole tabula rasa theory of the mind, which I don't agree with. But so working with affirmations and hypnosis, self-hypnosis, are ways to change your self-image. Okay? If you ever look in the mirror and say, God, I'm ugly, or if you feel anxiety taking on projects, if you have negative, bad self-esteem keeps you from success. So self-hypnosis, counting backwards, repeating an affirmation, and then counting up, or just repeating an affirmation every day. And it's important to have one goal and stick with it day after day after day. Okay? You don't do one day an affirmation for this and then forget it, and the next day you do an affirmation for this. Write out a list of something you're going to stick with over time. One more thing is that your subconscious could be seen as a goal-seeking mechanism. That you can program your subconscious to accomplish your goals. And this goes into the whole psycho-cybernetics theory. It is the theory of Maxwell Maltz that the unconscious mind, the subconscious, is a type of servo mechanism, a goal-seeking device that will either manifest failures or success in your life. So if you visualize your goals, maybe whenever you go to bed at night, take time to visualize, imagine your goals, and have faith. And you repeat this every night, then your subconscious, he believed, in a way, seeks out to obtain those goals. Now, the powers of the subconscious have been proven by science. I mean, we have biofeedback, which is used to raise body temperature consciously, to change your heartbeat, even skin conductivity. So, bodily functions that are normally thought of as involuntary can be consciously controlled. Like I said, body temperature, skin conductivity, metabolism. These things can be changed with biofeedback. So, the powers of the subconscious are proven by science. Now, some people go into this whole other New Age theory, which is the law of attraction, that thought actually manifests reality. That's just a step further. It's not scientifically, well, I'm not even going to debate that this or that way, however you feel or think. But basically, some people have the law of attraction where they think that thoughts equal reality. Now, today, I've talked to you about positive thinking. Negative thinking is harmful, okay? But if you think positive thoughts, this is a way to overcome problems and accomplish your goals. Now, in my next video, I'm going to play devil's advocate in a way with this theory, because the process of working with your shadow, bringing unconscious material to the surface, a lot of this, does involve negative aspects of the mind. So today we're focusing on positive thinking, affirmations, visualization, being optimistic as ways to move towards success. And in my next video, next Saturday, I will show you sort of a different process, which is about bringing material to the surface and releasing it, making the unconscious conscious. Okay, so bringing repressed material to the surface. But this is part one of a short series on mental alchemy, which you could use to transform your life. So anyways, and again, new videos come out every Saturday morning. Thank you for joining me, and see y'all next time. Once again, this is Taliesin McKnight. Have a great day, y'all.